It's right up there with Farm Sim for complexity. Like, I don't know, just for argument's sake, the amount of key combinations you need is ridiculous.
Alright.
Yeah, it's not. This game isn't nearly as easy to. It's not as straightforward as like a truck sim or a train sim or a flight sim.
No. Oh yeah, I do appreciate that. However, I can't help thinking half the time they make it harder for themselves.
I'm wondering if we're going to get another version of this game.
Why'd you say that?
Well, because at some point, you have to keep making the game better, and at some point, there's nowhere to go.
That's when it becomes subscription.
Hey, Chris.
Which I think is what they should do anyway.
I don't think games like this would last that much. I think this game makes its money by producing new games. That's where the money's at. The DLCs don't. People buy the DLCs, but they don't seem to buy the DLCs for any other purpose than it's a DLC to keep my wife Farm Sim.
Oh, they can still do the add-on.
I'm good, bud.
Me too,
What's that?
Me too?
Are you good? Okay. Chris
know.
Doc is good too.
Oh, you talking? You have a subscriber.
Chris in chat, he's just sitting there waiting for me to start.
Are you paying?
Yeah, with good content. It's not getting paid well.
No. At one point, I was up to like 900 subscribers. I almost broke 1,000. That was really good. It changed everything. Just everything.
I can't hear you over the roar of my new combine, Doc.
Your roar of your new combine?
Yes. 0.1 hours on my John Deere.
Well, you all have the big John Deere combine, don't you?
Yes.
Why does everybody have that one?
It's good money, size. It's cheating. Cheating, like cheating.
Oh, that's why. That's why.
Got cheaty combines, cheaty plows, cheaty butchers. You gotta remember who trained me.
I know. Mr. All About No Cheating who uses all these cheaty mods.
The only difference right now is I'm not using the first place sitting in the cab.
Yeah, with the wages on 0.
No, wages are always at 50%.
So that's why you can't yell at curse play because you'll pay them half as good as the giant tire worker. Which, honestly, there's very few reasons I use horseplay anymore because unless I'm going to reuse the same course. That's the only time I use it, because the Giant's hired worker does it faster and a better job. I'm actually making money on milk. Look at me go.
So I got milk to sell, but didn't get there yet.
I need a bigger milk tank. Taking too many trips with this little one.
How many liters does it hold?
8,000.
There's a daily trailer that does 18,000.
I'll just get the tractor trailer, because then I can buy... If I get the tractor trailer, then I can buy a big bale trailer and big tippers and move on from using tractors and wagons. I'm gonna need a truck anyway, so I'll just use the truck trailer. I'm just not buying anything unless it's on sale, or... Well, I'm waiting for a grape harvester to come up on sale, but I don't think it's going to happen, so I'm going to pull this one. But I still have to build the grape juice production or whatever. And by the time I harvest grapes, then Wonko should have his map ready to go on the server.
Oh, it's coming along. Got another farm yard all laid out.
You just go into the game and just place this stuff down.
No.
I would. It'd be so much easier. It levels the ground for you and places it perfectly.
Yeah, it kind of works, but then also kind of doesn't.
What do you mean, kind of doesn't?
Well, because the buildings will level out, but then they'll level out at different fucking levels wherever you place them. Because this isn't a standard American flat 600,000 acre fields. This is a proper map on slight hills and things.
Yeah.
So when I was playing around, I struggled whenever you sent me that. I tried to place the stuff and it was like placing and leveling and then leveling, well, that's burn out and placing and trying to slope in between. So, oh, this is work.
Yeah.
Well,
in theory, it's a good idea. And the way I do it is I'll lay out the buildings that I want in the places I want them. And if I haven't already got them in the places X amount, then I'll go into the game, place it over the top of the one I've left in the, you know, out of the placeholders folder. Copy the coordinates, copy the XML bit, and then put the coordinates in, and it's all done.
Hey Chris, no, it's a private server, bud, sorry.
And you're making everything sellable too, so we can demolish a farm if we want.
Should be. So, like all the decorations are placed in game and then copied over. Well, you should be able to sell about 80 to 90% of everything.
Nothing irritates me more when there's a pile of something and you're trying to put a grain bin down or something, and there's this little pile of something that you can't get rid of, and then you waste all this space because the building's gone, but there's a pile of decorations in the way. I like the guys that would have groups of decorations that you just sell. You can sell the building, and then you can sell the decorations around the building.
Well, I haven't tested it, but I'm pretty sure that's how it should work for most of them. So put them down from the in-game construction menu.
Which makes it so much easier.
Most of the farms are quite large areas, so you may have to work around something, you may not, I don't know. But you should have plenty of space.
Jimmy, where are you?
Is Jimmy in the box, or?
Bouncy Bear
Oh,
needs to be here to cart or something.
How's Bouncy Bear?
Jimmy. This is a two name.
He is in my Discord.
Yes, he is. He's in your Discord and as a farmhouse.
No excuse then.
Unless he's working. That might be an excuse.
Yeah. So
I would say it's going to be a busy week in here. 2 massive fields of barley. 3 grass fields.
See, if you'd done all your grass last week, then you wouldn't have to worry about it this week.
Yeah, but then it wasn't at 100%.
Yeah, I don't worry about these things.
makes a big difference in grass.
Quite a difference, because the field that I cut was because I wanted to put corn in it last week. Because I cut it before, I kind of had an idea, and I had far less crop at 3 or 4 stage than I did at having it going 4 to 4.
It used to only be like 10%. They may have changed it.
I'm gonna have to
It may be
do a test.
crop rotation. It might be crop rotation.
Grass doesn't get dinged with crop rotation, though, I don't think. You look at your settings, grass to grass. Do I have a grass? It's grass, just like 105%. It just keeps going. And I guess that's where that new, the Verdo pack or Breedo pack, whatever it is, I do like that, because that's the only thing I can see is if you're playing them, like we're on gear 5, you get booted, Wonko, or?
No, I've got much to do, so I thought I'll pop out and take some screenshots of the farm ready.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I think that much to do. You can down here and cart.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute, I can do that.
I was gonna say I got one field of barley to harvest. Scruffy Gizmo's farm's gonna do nothing. Neither one's here.
I should do that. I should check and see where they're. Oh, he's just a bit out of food. I'll have to go down to his farm, drop some in his cow barn.
He said he was going to be on.
Yeah.
One of the two of them. What the hell is this?
Not the only one that put in a biogas plant.
Who else put a biogas plant in Scrump?
Scrump and Gizmo did, yeah.
Hey. No free manure for anybody else again.
It wasn't free. I paid you for it.
Oh, that's right. You did pay me for that. Like all great farmers, I made you come get it.
This fucking sniping tool is just horrible.
I think you're using it wrong. I don't have trouble with it.
I've always had trouble with it, but I did manage to get it to work, and now it just fucking doesn't.
Control, or no, Windows, what is it?
Windows shifts.
Window, Shift, S.
Yeah.
And then you just click and drag, and then you go into Discord,
But if
and you
you're
hit paste.
but if you're in Farm Sim, is it because you're playing in window or non-window mode? Maybe.
No.
Could be.
Windows, Shift, S, and then just click and drag.
Yeah, I know how it's supposed to work. It's not working like that for me.
But it doesn't
that's a
work
you
like
problem.
that whenever if you're in Farm Sim.
Yes, it does.
No, if you're in full, no, because you can see if you watch me, you can see every time I do it, it jumps me out. I think it's you have to be. You play your windows in window mode or full screen mode, Doc?
full screen.
Because when I do that right now, if I go Windows Shift S, I jump out to
S.
Discord.
Is it because you only have one monitor?
I don't know, but when I'm
What you're
already
saying,
out,
that's what happens to me, and I'm in full screen mode.
yeah.
Is it because you guys are on 11 and I'm on 10?
Could be. Don't know.
Why don't you just hit the... I mean, you're in the game, Marco?
Not just yet, I'm moving back in.
Well, I meant like when you're in your map, you were in the game. You weren't on GE or anything.
Yeah, I was in game.
Why don't you just screenshot it and then share those?
But I can't.
Why?
Just print screen.
I don't have that button on my computer on my keyboard.
What do you mean you don't have print screen?
Oh, I don't have print screen. I can set it up probably, but I can't be asked for that right now.
How does your keyboard not have those keys?
Communist keyboard. You're not allowed to take screenshots in Russia. Da.
What is it, in celibate? Whatever they call it. Alright, now we gotta do a fundraiser for poor Wonko to buy a legitimate Western keyboard. Been using the same Soviet one forever. See, I don't need a big harvester because I've got, you know, a nice size cloth.
Yeah. I had a nice size case. Now I got a fucking big John Deere.
See, I don't understand because the header sizes aren't that much different.
What's your header size on your class?
4, I think. I have to look.
For what? 4 meter? No.
Oh, 6.2.
Yeah, I'm 15.2.
I knew it was a 20-foot. I knew it was a 20-foot header. I just didn't convert that right. Yeah, it's a 6.2. 6.2 is good. It's good size. Mainly because I can drive around this map with the header on and not crash.
Yeah, I'm not doing contracts, so everything I'm doing is behind my farm.
I don't do harvesting contracts. They're not really worth the time that you have to put into them. I mean, if you just drive out there and you plow it, cultivate it.
Mm-hmm.
You get basically the same profit as you do having to keep unloading the harvester. Or you could just put it on hired worker and forget about it. It just makes money on its own.
Well, I've tried 3-window modes for giants and it won't do it.
Is the snipping tool still in the Windows accessories in 11 or no?
I don't know, I just type in snipping tool and it comes up. Yeah, I mean, it used to work. It used to work reasonably well.
Well, on Windows 10 it works really good, so I don't know what they did in Windows 11. I mean, if I was that curious, I'd start my laptop, but I'm not that curious.
Nah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Probably should start it up just to let it update Windows. I've been stuck with a short trailer, so I don't really have to go anywhere out of state, because that trailer doesn't do any good out of state.
I used to be able to do screenshots with GeForce, but that's disappeared.
I have never found improvements in Windows to be improvements on the user experience.
No. And if it goes to subscription, I will just not be using it.
I don't think it can go to subscription because that would mean Apple would have to go to subscription. And Apple would capitalize on the market share by not doing it. Anybody who's not subscribing or making a subscription-based operating system would be winning. So I don't see that happening. It's not like, if you notice, like the only programs that have gone to subscription are all basically business standard programs that every business in the world subscribes to because it's like Adobe and Microsoft Office and like your very basic worldwide business programs that they are just taking advantage of the businesses. I mean, it's bad enough that they had the business version of the software was stupid expensive. Then you had to have a license for each computer that you put it on.
Yeah.
Because at first the business version of Microsoft Office was supposed to be more expensive because everybody was going to be putting it on multiple machines. Well, then they decided that now we're going to link that program license to each serial number, which is utterly annoying when you have a laptop and you work in a computer dangerous world and your laptop goes flying off the top of a combine and IT can't just give you another laptop because the company's too cheap to put all the software on the spare laptops until they're needed. So then you have to wait for them, and then Microsoft doesn't make it so you can transfer the licenses very easy either. But pretty much everything else, you buy it and you have it. They don't use subscriptions because the only people that are going to pay subscriptions are people that are using it to make money with it. In most of those programs, you don't need Microsoft Office because you can just download OpenOffice for free.
Well, apparently lots of local governments and that sort of thing are starting to drop Windows because they just can't be asked paying the amount of money they have to pay for the licenses.
Yeah.
And they're going over to Linux.
Linux has started to make a entrance into the normal people market.
Yeah, you've got 2 distros that are very, very easy to use. You've got Linux Mint and oh shit, what's it called? Made by the Red Hat people.
The Soviets?
No,
Or the,
no,
the Chinese?
no. Red Hat are good hackers, like white hat hackers.
I don't usually wear a hat when I'm hacking.
Do you know?
No. I only wear hats when I go outside.
So how do we know if you were a black hat or a white hat?
I always wear a black hat. Unless it's my Kenworth hat, then it's green and white. Yes, okay. What can I do you for? Would you like a kick in the face? No. You want your teeth brushed? No. You want a bath? Oh, that's a double no. Poor dog. Ask him if he wants a bath. It's like I just offended his mother. Did you want, is it snack time off? You want snacks? What are you gonna do
That's
for
a
a
silly
snack?
question for a dog.
You gonna pick up all your toys? Go pick up your toys. Put them in the basket. Got earned snacks around here. You look like you've had too many snacks. Labradors aren't supposed to be over 100 pounds. Hold on, let me unload my combine and then I'll come. Just well, the plan is this winter to upgrade the one I'm playing on. Same case, same power supply, same memory. Just upgrade everything else and then put another new hard drive on it. Keep the 2 that are in there and then just add a 3rd one to it so I don't have to, screw around. Well, I'll still have to download all the programs back, but all my save games and all that stuff will still be there. But I was dreading going to 11, but maybe I'll try a Linux system. I mean, it basically looks like Windows these days, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Fedora. You can make it look like Windows or make it look like Apple. Linux, very similar sort of thing. Linux Mint, this one.
Yeah, if I could get it to look like XP, it'd be freaking awesome. I just want to live in the XP world. And I run my taskbar on the top of this monitor, and I'm not really sure why. I just always have. First Windows computer we had with must have been 95. The original Windows or 95, one of the two. It was on the top, and we just left it there, and I've had it on the top ever since. Snack time. What you do for a snack? You didn't put any toys away. All your toys are still all over the place.
The good news is this year I can sell some crops. Doc gets it.
Yeah, I don't. Why? What's going on?
Gotta save that for
Johnny
the pigs.
Johnny never let us ever sell anything ever.
Oh, right.
On Homeworld, we had the silos maxed out. He puts another silo down. It wasn't a little one. It was one of them big ones, and
Yeah.
he had the whole thing filled up. And he's like, we're like, oh, we can't put any more in the silo. Johnny's like, yeah, why don't you put another one down? No, maybe we gotta sell some if we got like 15 million liters or whatever in this stupid silo. I think he just like collecting grains.
Everything we did was just to save for animals. Doc, did you see my message about some mods that I want to remove off the server? It's in mod requests. I know you can't reply in there, but... Or not mod requests, mods on server.
Give me a second, I'll go look at it.
There's just stuff that went on because of the Kitchener Valley map, and a lot of them I don't think are really good mods to hang on to, but I'm trying to clean a few out.
I don't foresee me really being able to join the Friday game ever. It's just too early in the day. I mean, I'm going to be moving here at the end of the month, and I'll be in time zones sooner, but it's only going to be an hour.
Well, we discussed with Gizmo and Wonko and I the other day, and Brummy too, sorry. I threw a possibility out of running the other server with the Friday map, like we run this server, where would be the same map and you can just join at any time. So it would just continuously run. So instead of having shutting it off like we're doing now, shutting it off the Friday map, or to play Kinlake, when we finally get another map that's a good map to put on, it would just run continuously, and Rummy said he'd be able to jump in and work with Wonko on the farm for that day. Same thing Friday at 7 p.m. UK time, becomes the first day of the month at 8 a.m. That's whether you're on or not, you sleep, and that's where you start at. So would that be of any interest to you? Because then if you did get on like at 7 in the evening, and then be there, and if you wanted to play another night, like you're like in Kinlake, it's there to play on.
Instead of swapping, just leave one up all the time.
Yeah. Ideally, I'd like to get I'd like to have Saxon and 4X maybe come out, but get a good 4X map that we can have lots of land to play on, start off small with again, and build out on it. But it just runs. So if Rummy can only do Friday night, then he comes in Friday night, plays with Wonko or plays with whatever farm he's going to join, and then throughout the week, if he happens that he wants to drop in and play for an hour on a Wednesday night because he's got free time, then so be it.
It's Saturdays that you can't do, Jamie.
Saturdays are hard for me. Saturdays I pretty well work every Saturday. I shouldn't say pretty well. I work every Saturday. And it's funny, if I take a Saturday off, they look at me and say at the store, you got fire hall duty this Saturday? Yeah, why? We took a Saturday off. So that's really the only reason I take a Saturday off. Is I go to the fire hall to do my training weekends. Like next week I'm off Saturday and Sunday. I'm at the fire hall both days from 8 to 5.
So we pretty much. But although if you ran it like that, you get on Friday, and then say a few of us, we could just meet up on a Saturday, just if we wanted.
Yeah, I keep saying it. I really go back. When Scrump did this when we started 25 with Riverbend Springs, I thoroughly enjoy this map or any map running continuously. That if I want to jump in, like there was one night here last week, I was up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I just jumped on because I knew the server was going to shut down. I think it's like 7 a.m. our time, but I jumped on, I played for a couple hours, then I went back to bed.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello.
Alright, guys,
How are we doing?
Good. You?
I haven't been on King Lake because I don't have.
Disposable time?
I don't have enough time to run 2 servers. And the big problem is that both servers are like close to the same months.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
It's not like if I've got a lot of work on Wonkos, I can kind of King Lake doesn't have nothing going on. Like all the work was in the same week.
Yep.
So I just
So good to know that is if we do is try to make sure we put them in like 6 months offset.
Yeah, 3 or 6 month offset would be good. 1 season different or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, because I've kind of given up on the King Lake because it's like, I could set my train games to just set my trains to go off, and then I go work around the house for half an hour, and then I move trains around for another 10 minutes, and then I'm off again.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday, Doc, you was on that for a while.
Yeah, but it's like the way I play Farm Sim single player. It'll show me playing it all the time, but I'm not actually sitting there. Most of the time I'm wandering around doing the dishes, taking care of laundry, and or maybe I am sitting here, but I'm slacking yesterday because I think But yeah, it's one of those things where because sometimes I got to move the trains quite a long distance, so I'll build up the train, send it off, and then I'll go do other stuff while I'm waiting for the train to show up.
Yeah.
And then you come back after like 20, 30 minutes, and it's sitting at a red signal that it's been sitting at pretty much 30 seconds after it left.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But not the guy, I'll set a tractor up on Coolsplay. Didn't wait to see it go, I just set it up and then done something else, and then about 10-15 minutes later it was still on 0%. And no matter what I did, it wouldn't set off, so I just put it on in-game mode.
Yeah, before you got here, I was saying I use the in-game hired worker more than I use Courseplay because it's reliable and it works better and faster. I use Courseplay on Combine a lot because it'll self-unload. I use Courseplay when I'm doing multiple courses, so grass work, if I want to rake and then bale, I'll use that. There's really not a whole lot of advantages to using Courseplay over the in-game hired worker. And a lot of the implements don't work, like plows and stuff, don't work as well on Courseplay.
Just tell him Wonka earlier, Gizmo, I tested the forage harvester last night, and it was Courseplay, the older version of Courseplay.
It was probably,
Yeah. Updated Courseplay and it worked like a top.
worked fine. Yeah. That's it. Cool.
I kind of want to do a American map, but nobody releases good American maps, so unfortunately. There's all this, there's a bunch of like old balers and, old smaller American tractors that I would love to use on like a small scale farm, but I just can't find a map that's worth playing.
So, Doc, would you, if we did that, would you be interested even if you worked with somebody the same way Brummy probably worked with someone because he can't get in all the time, but would you want to like partner with somebody in the farm, come in and do stuff when you could?
Yeah, as long as it's not a communist.
I'm gonna have to give up my party badge. Good job there's no communists here, Doc.
No, you guys have the Islamists.
You keep banging on about that.
It's because you guys are going to be taken over. I'm going to tell you.
Oh, it started years ago.
They're trying it in this country. They get people in the country, and then they start getting over local government. And then they start getting into national government. And they're not going to go and take you over with firepower. They're going to take you over from the inside out.
What map's that, Chris?
Anyway, I finally managed to get some screenshots.
Of communists?
Yes, lots of communists. Communist camps.
We're putting a new section on Discord bot. Spot the communists.
Be like, where's Waldo? Well, the Islamists have teamed up with the fascists, and then they all have all these liberal idiots to do their bidding for them. You don't see conservative protests because nobody can be bothered. They have jobs. It's all the same liberals protesting because they have nothing else to do and people pay them to go protest. And the only conservative protest you see is a bunch of old ladies outside of an abortion clinic that are claiming that they're there to pray. gonna post these screenshots where we can see them, or you just gonna tell us about it?
He did.
Very general
Where?
stuff. General stuff.
Oh, I was gonna compliment the fields having names instead of numbers. That'll throw people for a loop.
That looks really nice, Wonka.
How does that work with the missions? Does it say field?
I have absolutely no idea.
Oh, okay.
That's up to the testers.
I've
quite looked
managed
at-
to label the animal dealer and the vehicle shop. Seems Giants didn't think it was that important.
Oh, well,
Wonka,
that's
you
good.
did a far better job of designing that cow farm than I did when I played around with it.
Why is your silage bunker covered in grass, or is that just supposed to be a dead one?
It's just not got round to cleaning it up and tidying it up. That particular picture is the one I did this afternoon. So that's just all placed. Started doing sort of like the groundwork around the main part of the buildings.
I feel like you've got that slivers between the driveway and the concrete there. I feel like that would be a great place to just pile rubbish. I could see that as you drive into the farm, and there's just gonna be piles of tires and baby animals and everything else just piled up there.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a scruffy farm because there's no fences around it. There's a ditch around the northern half, which I may put a little wooden bridge across.
No, see that your roads are too narrow here. Try again.
No, they're perfectly fine. You can get a combine harvester down them.
Not with a 45-foot header on it.
That's true.
So there's no pastures on this first farm?
I've not put any pastures in. They prove to be a little tricky.
Oh, that's looking really nice, Wonka.
Yeah, Arkansas 4X is what we used on the competition map, Chris. It is a good map. It plays well.
If you look at the animal dealer, you'll see there's actual live animals in there.
I see that because somebody used to complain about that all the time.
Yeah, I got a couple of fields with animals in that aren't viable as well.
Yeah. Nice, man.
None of these cattle barns come with pasture, right?
On one farm there's a pasture as part of the cow barn. But if you're going to make it so people can chop and change, putting pastures on really buggers things up.
Well, you could create your own pasture, fenceless pasture type, and just put it in there.
Possibly.
And then what you do, like the scumbag other modders, is then you make it a separate mod, and then you make it a dependency. But then you got to get both of them on Mod Hub at the same time for it all to work.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Well, because people are trying to capitalize on the amount of mods on Mod Hub rather than just making it user friendly.
Vast majority of the mods are in-house. So there's two types of hay barn, one with storage in, one without. You've got those big sheds like you can see on the animal dealer. There's three different versions of those. In-house slurry tank, in-house dairy.
No, these ones that you've created or robbed from people?
No. There's in-house vehicle shed and an in-house grain storage shed. Basically the same shed repurposed.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Oh no, I've got a grain sell point I made myself as well.
That's what's missing on a lot of these maps. It's like they make the map, they never put anything into it, and then they just place. It's like they go into the map and they just place whatever's out of the store. Call it good. That's why they're all pretty clean. The other problem is that there's loads and there's more buildings for this game than any other version I've ever seen. And
Yeah.
the problem though is that you can't use all these buildings because then you have a mod list that's like 4 million mods long of every building you need to use. It's kind of tricky because you don't want to put too many mods on there that people have to download off ModHub. A lot of German maps are like that because they'll use every farm will have a different set of buildings, which is aesthetically pleasing. But then you're downloading 40 mods to be able to play the map.
I've got 10 dependency mods. One of those is the animal and the increaser.
Why do you need that?
There's a lot of farms with a lot of animal dependence.
Oh. But you don't need that. You can... I don't know if you can do it now, but you can just increase that in the map.
I've got no idea. I'd have to follow a tutorial to do that. And as you know, there's no fucking tutorial.
Yeah, Giants didn't, spend any real time making tutorial videos and then publishing them. I think Giants have taken the stance where they'll give you enough information to be dangerous, but they're relying on the community to fill the blanks in, and I think people are I think the modders just can't really be bothered to do tutorials anymore. I think to them, it's the guys that used to do tutorials, I think now are just kind of decided that they're just going to do it themselves and other people can just figure it out like they do. Like, I think they're only helpful if you're in one of their discords. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're in the club, they'll help you, which is the whole reason somebody started this great little forum that used to be around. Somehow gave it up and then it disappeared.
Not going to rise to it.
No.
Baiting. Well, you build the community up, and then if you're not the cool kids club, then I guess you're just going to be out here suffering. Or you're going to have to kick the door down and get somebody to invite you to the Discord.
That is part of the problem, because it's Discord, you can't... It's nowhere near as easy to find these people.
No, it isn't.
Whereas in the days of FSUK and PCSG, it was a piece of piss. Basically had two places to go to.
Yeah, it wasn't difficult to find it on the internet. It wasn't difficult to find it on YouTube. Everybody was kind of, you start searching stuff, like those are the things that came up, but everybody's moved to a Discord channel or a Facebook group, which Facebook groups are just, my opinion, outdated for gaming anyway.
What's a virtual farmer trying to start a web page? What's that one about? Is that the same idea? Forums?
No idea. I mean,
I don't know.
maybe
Never
he's
heard
trying
of
to, maybe he's trying to do something like the old FSUK.
Well, that's what it sounded like. I'm trying to see.
Maybe he's got the same idea that it's too hard to find people these days because everything's so pinpoint.
I think part of the problem with trying to do it now, at least part of it, is people have got used to their own little echo chamber Discord groups. So if somebody comes along and has a difference of opinion or suggests a different way of doing stuff, that doesn't go down well. Because basically you're surrounded by your fanboys rather than a community of different like-minded people.
Well, I think a lot of these Facebook groups and everything are spearheaded by one modder or something like that, and like you say, the rest of it is just fans of that. I mean, the American modding community is just a sack of shit like it always is. Well, it's a bunch of people that are modding, doing half-ass mods, and the American modders do more. They spend more time promoting their slack mods than they do making good ones. You know, it's not like the Germans. The Germans kind of like make really good mods and then hide them from the rest of the world.
That's very true.
You know what I mean? It's like you've got different ethnic country regions. You know, like there's a huge Polish modding community, you know, in Russia and different areas of the world. There's a huge Brazilian modding groups, but Brazilian modders have taken to trying to get their mods published on ModHub. And you start in 25, you've seen a lot of Brazilian mods come through because they're trying to get the stuff through that channel, where the Americans don't seem to care. The Americans also, a lot of them are catering to people that are playing on 10-year-old laptops that are running on the basic graphics stuff. So they can't tell if it's a good mod or not anyway, because everything looks like Legos. And they don't really seem to care. They seem to care more about not how great the mod is, how good it looks, how well it functions. It's about the fact that it is a mod of this particular thing that I think is cool. And even if it's a bad mod of it, it's better than no mod of it, in their opinion. Where, like, I like to appreciate mods that are very well built to the Giants standard of in-game equipment or better. The Giants standard of map or better.
Don't ask what I'm the Giant standards.
It's very flexible.
It's hard to beat the Giants equipment these days. You have to be good. And I think that's why you don't see as much equipment out there as you used to.
You could probably lose half the equipment on ModHub and still have every piece of equipment you need. So much of it's doubled up.
Well, one of the major issues I've been having with Giants and ModHub anyway is letting multiple mods of the same in-game base machine.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's kind of or a 22 conversion. And honestly, these every color, every option, unrealistic stuff, in my opinion, can go. If you want those kinds of mods, just, you know, here's Stevie's Facebook page. That's the only thing he does anymore. He doesn't do anything innovative. He totally messes with the game mechanics on his maps to the point where it's not even worth playing because it's a different set of rules.
I'm surprised Giants haven't taken issue with it.
Why?
But if he's messing with the in-game file,
No, he doesn't mess with the in-game files, which you still can anyway, but he's messing with the... He likes to do a lot of price changing. Because you gotta remember, he's not really progressed in his modding skills since 15.
I haven't seen anything of his for a long time.
No, because he doesn't post them anywhere anymore but his Facebook page. And every now and then I'll watch a video or something of his, I'll just go check out his page, but it's all the same stuff he's been doing for the last 3 years. Go out there and make everything available in every color, extend the amount of colors, change a bunch of, add more wheel options that you don't need, and stuff like that. His maps are pretty the game.
Gizmo, I did just drop a few bales of silage in your cow barn.
I've just done some, mate.
Yeah, I you were just about out, so.
I just bung 6 in there. Well, that's what I'm doing now. It's just
Yep.
I can't see what else we can do in there. All I'm doing is picking up eggs and feeding chickens and whatever. Doesn't seem to be anything else to do.
You don't have any barley to harvest?
Oh, I'm not on this bit. No, I've got nothing ready to harvest. I've got a lot of dark green, but no yellow. I'll just keep picking up eggs and finding wheat.
What did you guys do? Put a bunch of greenhouses down on there? You did, didn't you?
What?
Oh, Scrump put a bunch of... Oh no, I guess that is part of the map. I thought Scrump went and put a bunch of greenhouses out in the middle of the field.
No,
No,
that
we
comes
haven't
with
got any
that.
greenhouses.
Oh, it needs plowing and my nitrogen's bad. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, now I gotta figure out what I can plant after barley.
When you take your barley out, I usually run canola into one of those fields because it plants in August. Or you can do carrots.
Enter the name of your rotation. Communist. I don't quite understand this, but whatever. Alright. What's the catch crop? Alright. Are mustard and that available with this mod?
I don't know. I just did oilseed radish. I didn't know if they would recognize it as a catch crop or not.
Alright, so we got barley. Oilseed. Yeah, but if you do that, it takes you down only 75% on your canola, Jamie.
Did I run in barley? Yeah, I'm forgetting about that too with the crop rotation.
Yeah, so you can't do that. You're basically gonna have to put corn in. Because if you go put any of the grain crops back in, so if you put wheat, I guess you put wheat in, you'll get 100%.
Wonka, you bought that big vent, didn't you? 600 horsepower one?
Yeah.
Like it?
Yeah. It's a very nice tractor. I did it all in black paintwork, black wheels.
I'm going petrol, I think.
The mark of a sadist.
I'm a sadist communist.
Yes.
A sadist communist. What a mixture.
Yeah, living in a polyamorous community. Oh, sadist, not sodomist. Okay, so never mind. Sorry. Got those two confused for a second. Poor Wanko's gonna get all butt hurt. The jokes just keep coming.
Oh, you have to let me know when it's a joke so I know to laugh.
We ought to try to get Ehlers back in here. Get another Dutchman.
Oh my god. Has he mellowed?
What's that?
Has Allard mellowed?
I would guess not.
Yeah, I'm probably guessing not as well.
Just you have to supervise his placing of things. One of those games he placed like a cow barn right across the road.
Didn't we have to restart that one because we couldn't fix it?
Yeah, but that was in 19, and we restarted a lot.
Yeah.
I think we did a new game every week for like a year. Well, not even a year because we all just got sick of restarting all the time. We just left. The game was so terrible when it came out. I don't remember what got me back into it, but I got back into it at some point. '22 is good right off the bat. This game is good right off the bat. '17 you couldn't play multiplayer. Actually, 22 you couldn't play multiplayer very easily either.
No, it was an arse. Well, certainly at the start.
Yeah, but see,
I got so fed up with the game I went on murder spree in armour.
Was that the one that took forever to load in?
They all did,
If you,
kind
Round
of.
no,
of
if you,
sandwiches.
if you was on the server, it took forever. The loading.
Well, that was 19
was
as
that,
well.
Was that 22 or was that 19?
And the other problem was you'd get in and then get kicked. Or you just couldn't get in.
Yeah,
It was a shit show.
that's the one I'm thinking of.
And that's where we used to, the entire game would freeze for hours while Johnny was trying to come in.
Yeah, that was the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think that was 19. It would take, I mean, you'd literally, you'd be sitting there doing nothing for 10 minutes waiting for him to come in. Because, I don't know, the squirrels in Australia weren't fast enough. Of course, he never had good internet anyway. Rumor is it had to do with him telling people to piss off all the time.
Johnny? Are you sure?
No, that's what I said. But, yeah, supposedly he was offered better internet, and he told him to piss off.
That's because he thought he had to pay for it, wasn't it? And they were going to give it to him for free.
Yeah, they'd have to come out and change the whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he was a lot more personable online because he could just turn it off. Even Stu that I play with, he's got terrible internet too, because it's just, you can't get good internet in Australia apparently. They're too busy doing something else. But Stu was saying though one day though that the country is so large, it's the size bigger than America actually. The mainland of America, not counting Alaska. And
What about Greenland?
we just want Greenland, to help protect vulnerable Canadians. But I think there's only like 22 million Australians or something like that. There's not very many Australians compared to how big the country is. So everything gets so spread out that they just don't have them. They're not bringing in the revenue from service for how much they have to spend to get internet everywhere.
ROI. Return on investment.
Oh, return on investment, yeah. Well, I think Canada has kind of a similar problem, but you guys also use a lot of the same companies we do in the U.S., so it kind of helps in that respect. Because you think about, basically all of Canada's population is in Ontario and Quebec and British Columbia. There's not really much in the other provinces and territories.
Not based on size, no.
I mean, there's a lot of land mass in the rest of the country, but there's not a lot of population.
How's those toddies working for you, Gizmo?
Well, yesterday I felt fantastic. Today I just don't feel good at all. Good. But I haven't got, the chesty cough has gone. I haven't got any, running nose or anything like that anymore. But I've still got the cough.
What years been Gizmo been sick for like 6 months?
No, I've been sick for 6 months. I've definitely been sick for maybe 3-4 weeks.
No, you've been pretty coughing, spluttering, and sneezing for fucking months and months now.
Okay, I'm not the only one.
Nah, nah.
Well, I got out yesterday and get an extra.
Well, put it this way, Gizmo, there doesn't seem to have been much break between different versions.
Yeah, well, yeah, different prices. Yeah, I don't feel like I've been like that. But I have the last 3 weeks.
Got any pet rats or something you need to get rid of?
No, I don't think so.
It seems like every week you're still sick.
Maybe it's mixing with grandkids.
Well, you know, that is a great way to get introduced to bacteria and God knows what else.
Yeah.
They just run around and pick it up. They're like little bacteria sponges.
Mm.
Their immune systems are usually pretty good.
It's certainly better than mine. I mean,
It's always amazed me that these old farmers and everything never wash their hands and get
Yeah.
cow poo and everything out, and they never get sick.
Yep.
It's like their immune system has to work overtime. And then you got the other people that are super clean neat freaks about everything, and they're sick all the time.
mm.
They do say that, like in Africa, South America, allergy They also see very, very, very low cases of back pain and other muscle issues. They reckon that our life is too comfortable, and then our muscles don't get worked, and then that's where the pain comes from.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But you know, you watch these people in Africa and stuff, they don't wear shoes. They never wear shoes. They've got feet like leather.
Still there, Chris. That's good, buddy.
You probably should watch some of Jamie's stream just to make sure he's not cheating.
Yeah.
And we gotta keep an eye on him.
Sold my 4-year-old Valtra and bought a Fendt. Needed horsepower to haul trailers.
You won't be as disappointed.
Well, I went from 405 horsepower to 673, so hauling 2 of these baby trailers around.
Same how you only get 71 subscribers.
Yes, I don't work real hard at it though.
Yeah, your mentor was not really
CBF.
all that great at it either.
I'm not really doing it to get 10,000 subscribers.
Why
Yeah,
not?
Chris, we all wish that, buddy. Said I wish I got to play MP with Johnny one more time.
Mm.
I'm streaming more just for, well, it was Johnny to keep me honest and doing stuff is how it kind of started a little bit, but I really wasn't doing it to try to build 1 million followers. I'm not active enough, or I was told I don't talk enough. I took a lesson from Brummy there, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, please do.
Well,
there
with
was
them-
a time when he just did not stop talking.
Well, between him, Johnny, and Ice, there was no point in
Oh,
anybody else talking.
Jeez. Well, you could get a word in edgeways, and if you did, somebody would interrupt you.
Yeah, and then Ice went off. And then it was just Johnny and Brummy. There was a girl that used to play with us with Oops. A friend of Oops's. But she used to talk. She could hear us in her headset. But she had it set up so she could push to talk in our Discord. But then the rest of the time, if you watched her stream, she'd be talking to her subscribers. And that would have been great because Ice had the most subscribers, and the whole time it was just Ice talking to his subscribers.
Yeah.
It's like, well, teach Ice that trick so he could still talk in the game and talk to chat, but he can talk to his, if he's just going to talk to the chat, we don't have to listen to him talk to him.
I tried setting that up, but you got to take your hand off the controller. On the mouse, I set the backwards button on my mouse on the side is push to talk for Discord. But I found it kind of awkward to talk. Ian used to laugh because I'd be talking away and he'd be asking me questions, and I'd be talking back to Ian and say, Jamie, I know you can't, you're trying to talk to me, but your mic is muted. I click, oh yeah.
Now, do you want the real way to do this to be really super cool? So, what you do, Jamie, is you get a foot switch. And use the foot switch. You hook the foot switch in, because you can buy generic gaming controller, little circuit boards, and they just plug in with a USB, and you tell them what to do. And you can plumb in a switch to that controller. Easy peasy. I've actually got some somewhere. That's how I built my 18-speed shifter for American Truck Simulator. And you just have this on-off foot switch, and you could just buy these little die-cast cases and just get like a guitar pedal switch, and you just do a momentary, so you put your foot on it, it talks, and as you let off, it's momentary on when you push it. Mm-hmm. Easy peasy. And then that would be the way to push to talk. That would be the easiest way to do it, so you never have to take your hands off the controller. Unless you're in your chair all lounged up with your feet in the air, then I can't help you.
I am. One foot hangs off the side a little bit now and then, taps the floor, drives my wife nuts.
So then you're going to have to take that push to talk button and just put it underneath your elbow or in your armpit or something.
Yeah. Sounds like a lot of work.
It was fun building that stuff. I really like doing that stuff. It's fun. Yeah, I took the shift lever from the G920, took it apart, which is the same for the G29 steering wheel. Took it all apart, got an 18-speed shift lever knob, took that all apart, put the switches in it so that it would work with the outside were the real switches, and then inside I had a little electric button momentary switches. Got that all working. And then I actually plumbed the little circuit board in the existing housing. So when you look at the shift lever, it looks like the actual shift lever, but the only difference is that the output wire that goes to the pedals, or the steering column, I mean, that has another separate wire with a USB on it to power that other gaming controller. But that's how you make a button box, is you use one of those gaming controller circuit boards, and then you just plumb in the actual physical buttons. But you got the iPad things, which are really cool.
Yeah, and the nice thing with that is I can swipe my screen. Like right now, I got a screen on, but I can swipe to the left. I got a different screen with other buttons if I'm doing something like forestry. Another screen if I'm doing something with plowing. Then I got my up and down for my plow easier, auto load one.
Should do a video on how you set all that up and how you use it.
Again, that seems like work.
Yeah, I know, and again, you weren't mentored by someone that was very ambitious whatsoever.
So I can take my time to do all that or I can play Farming Simulator.
That's right, yeah. For the life of me, I can't figure out how he went that many years without having to change any of his settings on OBS. I don't think he ever updated it, and somehow it always worked.
That's a bit of a minor mirror.
Well, it is. I mean, I don't know how
used
that...
it was forever having to be fucking updated, and this changed and that changed. Nothing would work from 1 week to the next. That's why I couldn't get a fucking art.
No, I had the same experience with it, and then I got the Streamlabs version of OBS there.
Oh, I tried that as well.
And that was a lot better because they basically templated what most people were using, like your most used type settings, where the standard settings in OBS had nothing to do with anything. Where Streamlabs kind of put them, like, already had set things up for the best experience while streaming. Because I had a ton of problems trying to get good video out of it for a long time. It was a very temperamental program. But I never updated the Streamlabs, and that always worked. I was watching some video about how to do video or stream on with Streamlabs, and they were basically said, okay, once you get all your settings so that you really like them, don't ever update it. See, I'm already failing, Jamie.
How many acres are your fields?
Let's see. 8.47.
Total?
That's it, yeah.
So I'm on this field I'm doing now is 16 acres, and the other field I did was 14 and a half.
Yeah, but my header is less than half of yours. I don't have your money.
So when are you going to be moving, Doc?
End of the month. Yeah. I'll be gone for a while.
Did you find a place?
Yeah. We is committed.
So where are you going?
Iowa.
I take it you got a job to go to.
No.
No? you're still trying to get back into farming.
No. It's too easy to get a trucking job anywhere in the world. All my stuff's good, so I don't have any violations or anything. I found that the trucking industry isn't like, you don't go and have a job interview. You just kind of, basically they run your license and that's about it. It's kind of like, okay, we'll hire you or we won't hire you. There's no like pay negotiation or anything like that. Like, you don't have to work out a deal with anybody, which I kind of like. It makes it easier. It's like, this is what we pay, this is what we do, take it or leave it.
Fair enough. Nice and simple.
It is, because you can't really negotiate the pay. You could try to get yourself out of the introductory range, because usually they have a pay range, but most of the time you're working on some sort of mileage or you're working on a percentage of the load or something like that. So it's not like you're getting an hourly wage anyway to try to negotiate. It's kind of like, okay, new guys don't make as much money because we don't dispatch them the good paying loads. We give those to the people that have been there. So the longer you're there, the better loads, the more money you make. Yeah, it's not like, I mean, there's positions that need to be paid by the hour, but most hourly employees are just literally just wasting time. There's not a lot of incentive to be a productive hourly employee. So in some states, you have to pay minimum wage. So if you paid a production worker by so many widgets that they made, like you have to make, let's say, 10 widgets, and each widget takes a half an hour. So we pay you a full day's wage for, you gotta make 10 widgets, takes about 5 hours. Well, if you have some slow guy and it takes him 10 hours to do, 10 widgets, but then he's not making minimum wage, you have to pay him minimum wage anyway because he worked 10 hours. So it defeats the whole purpose of paying him by the widget they were making. I think it's Germany, they were telling me that a lot of the German companies are paid by production. They're not paid by hour.
Pretty sure Sweden is.
Sweden, yeah.
Yeah. You're paid by, if you're installing light fixtures and I install 2 and you install 12, you're going to make more money than I am on that day.
Yeah, because I know that the couple of the German engineers I worked with, when they worked in the Plus factory, were saying they only work like 6 hours a day because they don't take breaks. There's no breaks. They said, I'm like, you can't take breaks, and they're like, you could take a break, but then you're gonna have to stay longer. So if you don't take breaks, you could go home early. It's like, I always like that incentive for work. I would rather not take breaks and go home early.
Yeah, it's kind of the way I work. What we used to.
Yeah, like when I was doing the GPS install job there, I would never take any breaks. I mean, yeah, I'll stand around for a minute and drink some water, go to the bathroom, whatever I gotta do. But I wasn't going, very rarely, unless I was working with somebody, would I actually take a lunch break or anything, because if you take a lunch break and you take 45 minutes for lunch, that's just 45 minutes you're not home. some people care, some people don't. I just look at it like I'll eat when I get home. I can't eat a lunch anyway because it makes me tired. So then I get tired, then I'm less productive, then I work even slower, so I just keep working. You know, it's kind of like once you slow the train down, it's hard to get it started again. A lot of young people you can't seem to get them, they just don't seem to want to get work done. They're just kind of there. Like they'll work, but they're just hanging out.
Yeah, we had somebody come give us a couple of days, and he was, he spent more time trying to find ways of not actually physically doing anything than he did spend time doing stuff.
Like sometimes there's easier ways to do it, but it's kind of like I've got this end wrench in my hand, and the ideal tool for this fastener would be a ratchet and a socket. But by the time I go back over to my toolbox, go get the ratchet, get the socket, come back over, I could just have that bolt off with the wrench that's in my hand.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
And then I always keep my tools organized because other people, you ever work with somebody that's got their tools all jumbled up or something, and you spend all your time looking for things, and then you find it, and it's like, oh, well, then I got to do this and this. And it's like, well, I'll just walk over to my toolbox, go get my tool, because I know right where it is. I can't stand people that are just so disorganized like that. That's why it takes them forever to get anything done.
Yep. So I've got Milwaukee pack out. I've got Velocity tool bags. Everything's got a home. Everything's got a place.
And the biggest thing is when you're doing, job site field service stuff, you need to have everything have a place, because if you don't, then you won't know if you're missing something. So if everything is in its proper place, then you know, okay, everything's in its proper place, in its proper bay. I have it so all my wrenches, there's no empty slots in the wrench holders or anything, purposely, so that when you open that drawer to check before you lock your toolbox, oh, I'm missing a wrench, and then you go look for it.
Yeah. That's the problem I got at the moment, because I'm testing. I've got a testing bag, which is absolutely fantastic, but it doesn't have enough slots to store everything that I need. So I either drag in a whole new other bag, or I lose shit because I don't know whether it's in there or not, which is starting to piss me off.
That's why I don't like I had I've got it's not a bag, but it's like a carry tray, and it's got pockets and stuff in it, but most of the time you just throw everything in the middle of it, and it's just like a tote that you bring along with you. And those are great, and I really like them, but the problem with those is that they don't have homes. You're just carrying things around. So I used to live out of that thing. Every tool I needed for the GPS job was pretty much in that little carrying tote. But every now and then I would lose something because there's no actual home for it. There's, it's not like the drawers of the toolbox where you open it up and you're like, oh, okay, there's a socket missing, there's a wrench missing, there's a open spot in my player rack. The tote, it's kind of like, everything's in there, I guess. What I usually would do is that when I was done using something, I would just throw it back in the tote to try to minimize losing tools. People don't realize how expensive professional tools are. Oh, you lost a wrench? Yeah, that's a $250 wrench.
Yeah.
For one? Yes, for one. Oh, I got the phone call.
See you next week, mate.
Yep. Have a good week, Doc.
Busy day tomorrow, Gizmo, with a holiday, or a busy day Tuesday with a holiday tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be a busy day Tuesday, yeah. Which is why I went and got the truck up Thursday night. Because I didn't want to be in that van for the rest of the week. That was a nightmare. Carried a third of the weight. It was a quarter of the cube. And you couldn't get it in the same places in one go. You had to have two shunts at it.
Nice.
And the turning circle of an oil tanker. Oh.
I'll test that other mod tonight, tomorrow, let you know, Wonka, what it's like.
Which one's that?
The sales.
Oh, the sales one, yeah.
I'll try, I'll play a little around. I'll test it first without changing any settings. Because if it's not crazy discounts in there, and I'll just test game, I'll submit a fast forward.
Yeah.
But if it's not crazy discounts, just let it run the way it is. But found a mod gizmo that may give us more items in the sales flyers. Like instead of having just 6 items,
Yep.
it could be up to 100 or 200 or whatever we want to set it to. Yeah.
Do we need that many?
But no, that's whatever you want to set it to. Like you can set it so you can put it to, like we said, like maybe 50.
Yeah, I was going to say more like 40 or 50 would be
Yeah.
enough.
But it allows more than.
I mean, six is definitely not enough, but I mean,
Yeah.
100 I think would be a bit overkill.
Yeah. See what it generates.
Yeah.
Because we're saying it'd be nice, maybe not as much in this map because we're kind of already there, but on a new map starting off, it gives you more than 3 tractors showing up in the sale, and 4 of us playing on the map. It's like, oh, well, everybody got a chance at that, but the first 3 that jumped in got it, or you know what I mean? Might give you more options to buy stuff over the course of it. Jimmy! Showing up while all the work's done, huh? Hey, Ben, bud. I mean, that funny red chap. Man, it was like 3 minutes from the time you put that on there. That's like a personal best. I can't do it too quick. You'd have expectations then. Comment before that. Replied to Chris. All I can see is your wave at 5:33. Crazy, man. Yeah, all I got is Chris. And then your first comment's 5:33. Just refresh to see here. Maybe you said bad language and YouTube's crossed it out. Or maybe couldn't understand Scottish typing. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
I get more of a yield. Johnny taught me well. Yeah, he did, buddy. I get more of a yield on going from barley to canola without putting the catch crop in. I put a catch crop in, I lose 10%. That's kind of weird.
Janie, you know we were talking last week with Doc about moving sugarcane and cotton from the map.
Yes.
You remember the conversation?
About whether you could do it or not?
About how you do it. I think I've remembered, but
No. I didn't.
okay.
No, because when it comes to playing around with the XML, I know it must be something in there that's a true false statement, is it?
Yeah, it says show on map, and I'm changing that to false. But I'm wondering about the calendar. Because show on map kind of implies that it's not going to show up for the AI.
Well, why don't you look what this map's got set up? Because there's no cotton shown on this map.
That's a good point. Yeah, they've done something different. Yeah, they've done something totally different, so I got going by this map's no good. Oh well, I'll find out tomorrow.
Get Doc back off a phone call, you might be able to find out.
Yeah.
This combine empties, I'm going to get a beer. I'll be back.
Okay, mate.
Okay.
Jamie? Hello?
Yeah, I got booted.
Oh, you got booted. Okay.
Yeah. It's my fault. Sat back down. I hit the plug on my computer and knocked the
Oh, right. Knocked it out. Right.
knocked the LAN cable out.
Yep. Yeah, I've done that yesterday. Because my I put my internet on a timer so I don't sit up playing the game all night. And yesterday I thought, well, I've not got nothing to get up for. I'll go and reset it. So I adjusted the timer. And just that fraction of a second hitting the switch disconnected it. Mm.
Usually means I have to replace the end of my cord. The cords, I put them on myself because I've run my wire through.
Yep.
So the LAN cable, the clip's getting weak. So it usually means I got to pull it off, put a new end on it.
Yeah. Oh, one guy got booted as well.
Not that I'm aware of.
No? Oh, no. It's all right, no. Ignore me, won't. Oh, I'm not the full ticket here.
What are you guys putting into your BGA down there, Gizmo? Just slurry
I
and
think he's putting slurry in there. I'm not really sure because we haven't really been on a lot together much. But I think he said he was putting slurry in.
sounds that I finished my harvesting just in time. It's raining in here now.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. It was just a slurry.
See, this is where having that moisture mod Wonka would really suck.
Yeah. But then, yeah.
If it destroys, I guess you'd pick and choose what it is. Was it the moisture mod? The one that would destroy bales and destroy straw and stuff like that.
I thought the moisture mod just dealt with the actual crop itself.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. There was a, what's the other one we're looking at that would make bales rot and stuff like that?
That was the old course play from, I don't know, 15?
No, there's a new one we looked at, and one of those lists of mods you sent me had on there that if bales were left out to the weather, they could rot. Red tape mod. Red tape mod has that in it.
Oh, I can't remember seeing that in there.
Yeah.
I thought that was all about taxes and grants and don't pollute with when you're close to waterways and stuff like that.
It is in there too, but there's different stuff in it.
I missed that one then.
Pardon me.
Certainly.
I have returned. Hear me now.
Welcome back.
Jeez, that's a short phone call for you.
Well, that's what that's what it's normally supposed to be. Not these marathon things.
Wonko had questions for you and you were gone.
Oh, did you tell him I was gone?
I knew you were gone.
So
Silly
you're
bugger.
you're asking me questions while I was gone because you knew I was gone.
No, I was asking
Who's that?
Jamie if
Asking
he
me, but,
remembered.
I pled the fifth. I don't know what that means, but I pled it.
Remember what?
Removing crops from the map.
Yes.
We said it was just changing, was it just one? True to false in the XML? Or was there more than one? I can't find
You
it
have to-
anymore.
You have to do it for each crop.
Yeah, I've done that. So I've done it for sugar beet, not sugar beet, sugar cane and cotton.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do it for olives actually, couldn't I? Because you can't grow olives here. But there was definitely only change it from, I think it said something like map. Show on map, true or false.
Yeah, and then if you put false, change it from true to false, then it doesn't show up there. That's what this map does. But then it leaves all the crops still in the standard, like, because you have to copy all the XMLs over and then edit them. So it keeps all of them to make the game happy. Because I don't know if it matters now, but 22, when you tried to remove crops, it would make them unhappy. Like, the game wanted all the crops in the game. But now, the crops don't matter as much because you can just literally take them out of the foliage XML. Or what is it? I can't remember what it's called.
I think each folder's got all the different crops in it.
Yeah, but there's an XML that points to it. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, there's a XML. If it's crops XML, something like that. But there's an XML that's in the map XML that points it to that XML that then points to the crops that are in the game.
Field types.
Yes. Because I think it throws errors if you have fill types. But you like see you've got sugar beet as a fill, or sugar cane as a fill type, but you don't have sugar cane crop in the game. Like it's actually missing. So I think you have to keep them all in the game, but if you just don't show them on the map, then nobody can play them.
Ah, yeah, there's a show on price table, true or false.
Yep. Yeah, so you can basically just copy the default in-game foliage folder, bring it over, and then the crops you don't want, just turn it to false, and then they won't show up. And then you don't have to mess with anything else. You just have to make sure it points to that folder from the XML.
Yeah, there's no sugar cane on this map, but in the XML it says show on price table true.
No, it's not price table, it's show on map.
Yeah, this is in the field types XML.
But is it on here? Let me look and see.
Yeah, but you don't want to be in fill types. It's the other one. Because you don't want to remove the fill type. Because that messes up, I think that throws errors. You just want to make so you can't plant the crop. But you can still, like, it's still in the game as a fill type. It's still in the game as being able to sell it at places. Because you don't want to completely, like, if somebody wants to go to the warehouse and buy sugarcane, you should be able to.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
So, like, if you need it for a production, oh, a tractor is doing a burnout. James using the cheaty baler with the accumulator.
Just gonna rename this Cheaty Farm.
Was it cheating?
Because it's an ongoing joke of everything that Jamie does, I call it cheating.
Oh, right. Looks a handful to drive anyway.
I don't know, the one I had, 22, I think. Is that the straw pack one?
Yeah, I think that's. It's not from that, but I think that's where it comes from. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was standard in before the straw.
Yeah, I like the accumulators, because you're not chasing tails all over the place.
Yes.
You can just drop them at the ends of the row all the time.
You can't. I don't think you can
Troll it.
turn it off. Like it just drops when it's full. Got 3 on.
Oh, it's not separate?
No, it's in the shop that she had it.
Yeah, because that one that there's another baler I had that had one of those on it, and there was a separate add-on you had to go buy.
Yeah, I don't know. Was that in this?
That was the black sheep jobby,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Stacked in 4i. Is that the
Yeah,
one you
'cause
took that? Look,
I don't know. I
if
had
you
a
didn't,
baler.
if you didn't unload it and it kicked the bale out, it went mental.
Yeah.
Used to fly about everywhere.
Yeah, I think that was it. But you had an automatic mode on it, where after
Yeah.
the third bale was on there, it would just dump it. You're gonna have another earthen slurry pit, Blanco.
Another earth and slurry pit. Oh, right, yeah. No.
Oh, you suck. I'm not playing your math. That earthen slurry pit was like the highlight of Pidmo.
Yeah, I'm not sure many would agree.
I thought it was
At least
one of
I
the
hope not.
coolest little. I thought it was one of the coolest little features of that map.
There is one farm that does actually have it, and I have got the ponds there as ponds rather than slurry pits. There's a farm to the south of the map that's got 2 slurry ponds. Tell you what I'll do, I'll send you the map and you can have a play.
Then I gotta download GE.
Yeah, I know.
About 9 versions out of date. It doesn't matter because I could make it and it'd be awesome, and then you will just muck it up. Not intentionally.
The confidence is outstanding.
Yeah,
Well, I had he's like, I don't know, bro, we can't figure it out. I'm like, okay. So I get everything working, give it to him. He puts it in game, tests it out, says, oh, right, it's good, okay. And then I don't know what happened, but the next rendition, a week later, it's broke again.
well, obviously you didn't make it robust enough.
No, I
Because
didn't.
I
Make,
made-
It wasn't bomb-proof.
I didn't make it folder proof enough because I don't know what you do with your files, but you would give me older versions of things. I'd fix them, we'd be all good, and then you would revert to an older version somehow, somewhere, and I'd have to refix it. It was just good that I backed up all my files.
Well, that was not having that issue with 25. With 22, that was a fucking pain in the ass. Touch wood, I've had very few issues of that nature.
Alright, because you with copying and pasting is just an utter disaster waiting to happen. Well, the other problem is that I'd be working on something, and then I'd send it to you, and then you'd been working on the map for hours at the same time. So obviously we can't have the same version of the map because you've already changed it before, since you sent it to me. So I couldn't send you like the whole map that I'd done. I had to send you pieces and parts, and then pieces and parts wouldn't get put in the right order or the right folders or forgotten about because you're trying to piece it back together.
Yeah, that's not the best way to do it, I must admit.
No, and if I was to do anything like that again, it would just be its own little placeable in the folder, and you just leave it there. Pidnell was a utter folder disaster to start with. The whole thing was just not set up from the beginning correctly, and I'm positive that you've got that fixed now. Because didn't you have to rearrange like the entire folder structure of that map?
No, I don't think so. I remember you moaning it wasn't very good, and Brumming moaning it wasn't done the right way.
Well, I know that there was you had tons of files in multiple different folders, and you were pulling files, so you'd have the same texture in 3 folders, but you'd pull it for 3 different mods, or 3 different placeables to use that same texture, but you'd have it in there 3 different times in 3 different folders. So trying to go through and fix all that was brutal.
Yeah, well, I'm getting ChatGTP to do that for me.
Are you really?
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's good.
I've already got it fixing XML errors. So you just pull the whole folder in, he'll unzip it, check all the XML, fix any silliness, and it's all good.
What's it fixing? Like typo errors or?
Yeah, typos, or where sometimes you block comment something out and then you don't quite clean it up properly. Stuff like that, white spaces where they shouldn't be, or where they should be.
Yeah, I know Andy always said that if you open a mod and you look at the script, you can tell you could tell the detail of the modders just by the way that they wrote the XML. Like you see guys that have tabs and stuff in their XMLs, which is in Notepad++ takes 3 seconds to fix. But people just don't do it because, I don't know, they just don't. Or they comment things out, and then before they send the version to Giants, they just don't go back and get rid of the comment out stuff. Which, I don't know, Giants hasn't been all that great in the last couple of games about doing that themselves. It seems to be they do an update on the game, and then they comment things out, and it just stays there. They don't delete it.
Okay.
Is there an age limit for stuff you can put in the butchers?
Yes.
60 months.
What are you trying to put in?
Chickens.
Chickens have to be... chickens have to be 9 months old.
9 months old.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Well, we screwed up there. The youngest ones are 10.
Oh no, they'll still go.
Oh, they'll still go. I thought
Yeah.
you couldn't put them in.
No, sorry, I thought you meant, yeah. So
He said limit,
limit,
which
so,
is 60.
so 60 is
Well, that's the best price is for 10 month, a 9 month old. Is that what you're saying?
in the butcher. No. Just at anything after 9 months, you can take them to the butcher. There's no.
After 9 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, once I fix the butcher mod, then you're gonna get different leader amounts for different ages.
You stay away from the butcher mod.
Well, I think I've got a script made ready for opening hours.
Were you just sitting here playing with ChatGPT?
I'm multitasking. I'm taking some chickens to sell. Well, some butchered chickens.
How are you driving and chatting at the same time?
Yeah, you know. Multitasking.
Hired worker.
Yeah, it was earlier.
Goes to Johnny Lives On.
So what I'm thinking is productions will run 2 8-hour shifts. And shops will be open like 10 hours or something.
I'm telling you, put that on a server though. Gotta be able to sell things all the time.
I disagree.
Yeah, until you get on one night and it's 9:30 at night on the game and you can't sell anything. I'm telling you, it's a bad idea for multiplayer. I like the idea of it. I don't like the idea of multiplayer with it. Unless we're all playing the same game all the time together, but we've tried that and it works better the way we've been doing it. I think we finally cracked the code on how to run a server effectively. It seems like when you run the 1 day a week, we never get anywhere.
Yeah, the time marches on.
Yeah. Like you only play the game when you're there, it just doesn't ever progress. And you constantly have people with nothing to do or people that have too much to do. There's really never ever a balance with that model. Where this seems to be everybody kind of, if everybody's busy for the most part.
Yes.
If we're not busy, we could just fast forward if we wanted to.
Yeah, kind of like we did here in winter. Everybody got everything done. Zip through the month.
Yep, bang on to it. So I guess this is going to be my new cornfield for next year because that's what my crop rotation says. Because I've looked at it, I can plant oats and get over 100%, but the only other crop to get me over 100 with a catch crop is corn. And oats and corn are both planted in the spring anyway, so it doesn't really do me any good.
Okay, so if you tip at a sale point out of hours, you'll get a message: delivery accepted, payment will be processed during normal working hours. If it's a production, it'll be production is closed, processing resumes at opening time.
Now, is that for all productions? Like if I place a production, is it going to do that or no? Or is it just on the map ones?
Is it a global thing or?
It's global to the map, but if you put additional stuff in, then that's going to cause problems, because the most robust way of doing it is each sell point and each production is ID'd in the code. Whereas if you put it as a general specialization, then it may not work so well.
So if I come in and I put a sell anything placeable down after I start on my game save, it wouldn't be applied to that then?
No.
Oh, that's fair.
That's good. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, trust me, I would ban all sell everythings and all multi-fruit silos on the servers.
Oh,
I would ban them.
Stop. You want moldboard plows too?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
There is no reason why not have a moldboard plow.
Too much like work.
No, it's not. It's too realistic. And moldboard plowing is amazing on this game. It's so lovely to watch.
I get the same visual effect with my ripper.
No, you don't. You don't get that furrow. You have to get a dead furrow. It's the only plausible way to plow. I've been wanting a dead furrow in Farm Sim ever since I was playing Farm Sim. I finally got it and I'm taking full advantage of it. I'm going to plow every chance I get just so I can watch the tire go in the rut. It just goes in there and follows it. It's amazing. I have to buy a real manure spreader because this one for grapes doesn't work so well.
How are you going to get it in the field?
What do you mean?
Oh, you're saying use the one for grapes on your main fields, not your...
Yeah.
Grapes. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't... It's not very wide.
No.
I was thinking it had a broadcast pattern, but it doesn't. It doesn't spread manure very fast either. Yeah, we're gonna go park this. This is useless. Well, I was like, well, why buy another manure spreader? I got this little one for grapes here. It'll work fine. Does not work fine. So if you're ever thinking of using a grape manure spreader to do big fields, don't.
Well, who would have thought that?
Yeah, I was going to say the same. I don't think that would have crossed my mind.
It's not as innovative as I am. Well, it just kind of dumps the manure off of both sides of the spreader. It doesn't actually really spread it. I thought it was going to be like a normal one where it would broadcast it like a fertilizer spreader. Doesn't.
You wouldn't do that if you were using it for olives, would you? You'd dump it straight on each row of
On
tree.
each root, yeah. You wouldn't be trying to do the grass in between.
I'm sensing a bit of non-thinking going on here.
Is that the polite way to put it?
It's the politest I could think of.
Well, I've never
Otherwise, it would just
seen-
be dumb fuckery.
Well, I've never seen a manure spreader for grapes or, orchards. Because I've never seen anybody spread fertilizer on them.
That's
It's always...
yeah. Presumably, you would have to.
Your trees and vines, like, they don't...
Yeah, but they're still taking nutrients out, aren't they? So you need to put nutrients back in.
Either way, it doesn't work.
Right, gentlemen, I think I'm going to go.
All right, bud.
All right. Thanks for stopping.
Yeah, I might see you in a week.
Alright, mate. Take care.
Might see you around Kinlake tomorrow, maybe, will I?
Yeah, you might do. You might do. I'll see how I feel in the morning. If I'm not any better, I'll go out to the hospital, I think. So I need to know what it is. Yeah. Okay, gentlemen. Have fun.
Okay, mate.
Take care.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright, see ya. I've lost my cedar. You should try moldboard plowing, Jamie, and see how satisfying it is.
No, I have, and it is satisfying. It just takes too fucking long.
Then get multiples. More tractors and
But
more
what's
plows.
the sense of doing it if you're doing it for the satisfaction of seeing those fancy furrows and dead tracks? If you're going to have somebody on course play doing it for you, Let's
Just one of
deploy a
them.
ripper.
You just run one of them, and then the other three can do it. We don't have to maximize profit all the time. We can enjoy what we're doing.
Money, money, money.
I know, you greedy capitalist.
That's right. Don't start buying land, I'm going to hustle you right out of the map here.
Who, me?
Yeah.
You stay out of my corner. I don't need to buy land. I got just enough work on this server to keep me happy.
I always have to be making more money.
I used to play like that, but now I just kind of play just to do it. As long as I make enough money to buy things that I want to buy, I'm happy. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. I just bought that other farm up there to expand because since we're going to be on here for a while, I figured I might as well actually make some money with the cows. So Wanko, do you have one of those AI chatbots that you just conversate with?
I use ChatGTP Rock, and I have I use something called Replit to actually build stuff.
Do you have them set in sexy lady voices to make you feel better about yourself?
Replit is a proper app building app.
So could I build my navigation app with it?
What navigation apps that then?
So every state, they have a what they call a 511, which is an information. It was a, if you went and hit star 511 on your telephone, it would send you to a voice recording of road conditions, kind of like the weather band.
Okay.
So they've expanded it with the internet so that it gives you, you look on the map and then it gives you all these little fancy icons. Tells you if the road's open, closed, tells you the weather, road conditions in real time, and then all the traffic cameras, you can click on the traffic cameras and it'll give you a still picture or a live feed of that camera. And what I want is I want an app that takes all the 511 data from all the states and puts it into one app.
Well, it depends on what format they've got. If they're all the same format, that'd be a piece of piss, and it'll probably take about 5 minutes for this app to do.
Oh, they're not.
Ah, well then you got your work cut out.
I know. Because Google... Google
well,
Maps.
by format, I mean what data code are they using, I suppose, is the best I can come up with.
I have no idea because each one's different. Because the state's highway departments all update the data. So a lot of it's just filtered data, right? So what they do is whenever the highway department updates a road condition, it goes on the app because it's automatically pinged from their internal system. And then it's the same with it. Everything they have on the road to read what's going on is all filtered into their main system, and it just kind of exports it to these apps. But they don't, it's not like they all use a Google Maps base either. But Google Maps, I don't know if it pulls off of their data or not. Because I imagine it kind of has to.
It sounds like you need to do some research.
I don't want to. I'm busy doing work and playing Farm Sim. Those are the only two things I really do. And Railroader. Because it's still wildly entertaining moving train cars around for no purpose.
Well, I'm sorry, I just can't help you then.
Okay.
Put it this way, the Replit app I've used to create a customer management and financial management system for tradespeople, and I'm using it for my business at the moment. And once we're satisfied that we found all the major problems, we will start selling it.
Why is he having me do this? This is so dumb. I have to get up early tomorrow to take a load that's on my trailer and deliver it, and then go back and get but I've got to be able to get up early because I've got to make it back before 2:30 to reload another one again for tomorrow. Doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't I just go deliver and then Tuesday go pick up the load in the morning and deliver it the same day?
Too easy?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to miss any of those.
So you're leaving the end of April?
Yes.
So you're going to Idaho from... Where are you at now?
Idaho.
You're in Idaho. Where are you going?
Iowa.
Iowa, that's what it was. Okay.
I got the wrong I state first. I had to make a course correction.
So,
Well, look,
how long is that drive for you to relocate?
20-something hours.
Oh, that ain't bad then.
Nah, 2-day. Make it a 2-day venture.
Yeah.
My truck doesn't pull my trailer very well in the mountains. You get over 8,000 feet and stuff, and you don't get any fuel mileage. Well, the problem is when you load this stuff and you sit it in a trailer, it settles out and you get sediment in your trailer. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have sediment from sitting all weekend with it. Then I'm gonna load it again, and then the problem is that when you load it, it's hot. So it's nice and hot. It stays warm for the 150 miles that I travel with it, and then it comes right out nice and fast. But if it's cold from sitting overnight, it doesn't all drain out and you get more sediment. So I'm not quite sure why we're doing this. It doesn't make sense to me. I would have had me just... I know that you have to pick up the loads on certain days, but we can move them around. Well, it's one of the reasons I'm moving, because all of this not making sense doesn't, like, I lose money because of it, or I don't make as much money because of it. Which I don't know. Even if I work for another company here, I can't afford to live here, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to have 50% of my disposable income put into a mortgage payment of a house that needs work. It just doesn't, the math doesn't work. I'm still not quite sure why housing's so expensive anyway. It seems like nobody can afford housing. Or the people that do are like just doing everything they can do to make their mortgage payment. And then a 30-year mortgage, you're renting it from the bank. And then when you're done renting it from the bank, then you can fully rent it from the government too.
Same everywhere.
Yeah, why is that? Everybody's got the same bad ideas.
Too many greedy fingers in too many pies.
I've concluded that the only people that want to be in power are only narcissists that care about being in power. They don't really care about anything else. They're not there for the greater good. They're there because they like power. They like being famous, notoriety. So how much does these catch crops get me on the rotation?
Well, check and see, because I was doing my calendar, and a catch crop was actually bringing my percentage down.
Well, because I got my barley that was in here without catch crop, because I don't think I had any catch crops. And then I'm doing oilseed radish, which bumps my corn from 115 to 130. Doesn't do anything for soybean. Bumps my sunflowers to 100%. Actually reduces my canola from 85 to 75. So it depends on if you're going legume to legume, it looks like. Yeah, so I guess it all depends on the rotation you got. Because like wheat was only 10%, corn's 15%, and then negative 10% on canola. Soybeans, it didn't seem to matter. I'm going to plant corn in it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'll just plow under the grass field and put my canola maybe. Put something in there. I don't think I did any other. I think that was the only grain crop I put in. Next week I'll have grass again to do if I so choose.
Yeah. My grass is ready. I think my other field of barrel will be ready next week, and it's the same size as what these two fields put together were.
Oh.
It'll be a course play day.
Don't get any benefits for spreading the straw, do you? I like that crop moisture mod idea. I don't know in practicality if it's really friendly or not.
Again, I think a multiplayer would be hard to do because trying to match everybody's time.
I would put it on multiplayer now. For those reasons exactly. Because you're going to try to get a crop at the ideal moisture without having control of the time clock. I mean, you're still trying to accommodate multiple people. It's like Wonko wanting to have his shops only open on certain times. I think he fell asleep anyway.
No.
I think he's just actually ignoring you.
Yeah.
You can't. Jamie's viewer needs entertainment.
I'll have to get back on here later, do a little more work. I'll have to go here soon.
Yeah. Dinner?
Yes, have something to eat.
Yeah, I gotta see what I want to do. Pork chops or flank steak.
You let me know, Doc, if you want slurry pulled out of yours again at any point.
I think my pits are set right now. You took a lot out before.
Yeah, probably
Let's
took like
see.
10 loads out, I'd say.
One's got almost 200,000. That's the north farm. And the southern farm, that one's only got 93,000 because I just spread a bunch out of there. So the upper farm, if you want to take any out. You don't have to though. I mean, it's,
No,
if
but
you want,
if I need it, I can.
yeah, if you need it, want it, you could take it out of the upper farm. a bit annoying driving it back and forth between the two farms.
Need a multi-fruit silo and mega bunch to store it there.
Nope. But I have thought about just getting a conveyor, dumping it into the trailers and shipping it that way. Well, that buy all cheaty silo you guys got, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous for everybody, though.
See, I don't like that philosophy. I mean, if I want, all I gotta do is buy stuff and then just sell it. Like, all I gotta do is transport it.
Yeah, we don't do that, though. That's,
Oh, you have some self-policing, huh?
yes. Stand.
I'm surprised Scrumpf didn't do that when he figured it out in the contract. I did make a case for that. Changing the mod list. We can't do that. Well, what if I get a server? Okay, fine. Really wasn't Johnny in the past year on it, honestly, anyway. First met him, he wasn't so argumentative that he had been. Wonka will be happy to know that I still have that stream that you broke.
Stream? Well, yeah, I didn't break nothing.
So, still got it.
I have no idea what you're on about.
I still got 455 subscribers. I haven't posted a video in fuck all forever. Well, I still have all the videos on YouTube, they're just all private.
night. Good evening.
Alright.
John will do the same. I'll end my stream and toddle off for a bite.
Paddle off.
Work tomorrow, Wonko, or?
No, day off. I only worked 2 days last week.
That's why you're getting some app
Ideal.
work done.
Nah, I got some other stuff I need to do. Might get a couple of hours in tomorrow, don't know. See how the day goes. Well, I'll see you all Friday and Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
You have a good week.
you as well. Take care.
See ya.
See ya.
I will do the same. Thank Jimmy for abusing me in chat. Chris for coming into chat and being nice to me. We get Gizmo, Doc, and Wonko in game. Another productive Sunday afternoon in Farm Sim. Probably not so much around the house. Anyway, we'll catch up with you maybe again through the week. I need to start to publish some Kid Leg videos if I'm on there doing something. Meantime, thanks for watching.